Hey friends, full reactions in the link in the description below, so pause, leave a like, really helps the channel, subscribe, and come back after you watch the reaction for the discussion. Give you some time to do that. Review and commentary starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So many people have passed and none of them from Class 1A, and they're at a disadvantage with everybody targeting them at once. Starting to sweat a little here, guys. And this is just the first round. I hope they'll all be able to get through, but I don't know at this point. We got to see our students show off some cool new moves though at the start. When the boomerang quirk guy threw the stiffened balls through the ground, I was like, Jiro, like find out where they are with your ear jack, but she just straight up destroys the ground. That was really cool. Tokoyami renamed Abyssal Black Body as Black Abyss. Mina used her Protect This Perv special move. That was really cool. And the other quirks from Ketsubutsu Academy, though, were really interesting. We had a telescopic girl. Interesting quirk. I wonder how useful it is when doing hero work. Obviously, you can shrink yourself and fit through tight spaces. You can dodge, but I don't know that it has that much offensive capability. It might if she could unfold faster, but it is definitely shocking to see her do that for the first time. The fake nice guy in Ketsubutsu, he's probably nice, but just also has very ultra competitive. Feel like he's definitely based on Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, from the Marvel Comics and Agents of Shield. And then we had a Nasa. His quirk is so powerful, and the amount of control he must have had to just suck up the balls and only the balls, and then throw them in a way that takes out 120 people. Like he wasn't just throwing it random. Otherwise, there's no way the hit rate would have been so high, right? 120 people, but I'm surprised nobody like covered themselves up or something. I guess there's a freaking tornado, so it's pretty hard to concentrate on covering specific areas. But yeah, where would you guys put your targets? At first, I was like, you have two arms. I think I would put one on my forearm and two across my chest. So like, if you're blocking attacks at your body, it's your instinct to cross your arms to defend yourself. That way, you'll cover all three targets whenever you feel like there's danger. Um, Plus one is someone hidden when you're walking. I mean, does it count as a covered area? In which case, I might put all three on my chest, or maybe two on one arm and one on your chest, or one on each arm. I don't know. Anyway, the Shiketsu girl who went after Deku, she's really good. First, that quirk to change herself into whoever she wants, that is so broken. Does she just need to look at them and she's able to do that? And why did she can create the clothing, but then she didn't create her own clothing when she like melted away Uraraka's self. Um, and then add to the fact that she knows how to disappear with some sort of technique that she learns, that is so useful. And she winds up pinning Deku to the ground pretty easily, actually. I feel like if she wanted to win, she could have already. Um, and yeah, she really trained up her basic combat skills. She's definitely a person to keep an eye on. And she tried to trick Deku by turning into Uraraka, changed back, and was naked when she did so. Hantasero was so jealous of Deku. Uh, what is this enviable situation you found yourself in? And upon hearing that she transformed into Uraraka, I think he was pretty transparent that he would want to see Uraraka naked too, which he should not have done right in front of Uraraka. Uh, and I mentioned this directly after the episode too, but her fascination with Deku actually reminded me of Himiko Toga. Just so many people with very twisted personalities have their focus on Deku and are obsessed with Deku. I guess he certainly attracts a certain type because Shigaraki's obsessed with him. Heck, even Stain had an interest in him, though not as intense as the others. I guess you could even argue that Bakugo is pretty obsessed with Deku too. You freaking nerd! And the least neurotic person who is obsessed or has a focus on Deku is probably Uraraka. I hope that's the one that winds up happening. I guess I hope she has more success than the others do when they go after him. Anyway, at the end we have Todoroki surrounded by a bunch of ninjas, and here's what makes the test so interesting because your odds of winning go up if you take on groups much smaller than yours. But on the other hand, even if the ninjas take out Todoroki, at most one person in their group can pass. And maybe if they haven't taken out anybody else, nobody passes when they take him out. So I guess the best approach is to go after a big group and catch them off guard, or a group that's slightly smaller than yours, catch them off guard, take as many as you can, and then move on to another group. Which is, I guess, what leads to the crushing of UA. None of our kids have gotten in yet, but none have been eliminated either. So, yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see where it goes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna give this an 8.5. Really enjoyed this episode, and can't wait to see how this wraps up. How the first round wraps up. Leave a like, really helps the channel. Full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.